Hey, hello. Today is the day. The moment of truth is here. Today I'm going to start assembling my state ornament display. This brand new custom-made state ornament display cabinet for these little guys by State Ornament Cutouts. See how cute that is? It's got a heart. If you missed the last few videos, if you have no idea of what I'm talking about, you can catch up on one of those here, up there, I don't know, somewhere on the screen. So yeah, since you last saw this, I have finished designing the whole layout of the states. I can fit all 50 states, well, plus DC and Puerto Rico, in these two cabinets. Plus, I did some spray painting yesterday. Very quickly, I gave it a coat of poppy red for the back panel, for the pegboard panel. Wow. It already looks amazing. I just started. Oh my God, look at that. And then black spray paint for the box around it. I don't know if that's a good idea. I was losing light, so it was kind of a quick and dirty spray paint job. I even spray painted my foot. And you might be thinking, Esri, why go through all this trouble to make a display? Such an elaborate display for an item that is just $5. And I mean, in essence, sure, you're right. Why? Put them. I could put them in a bin. I could put them in a plastic bin on a table and then call it a day. Put a price tag and call it a day. But see, if you've ever been to one of these craft shows, like there are hundreds of vendors out there and all the booths look the same, you know, you just blend in with everybody else. And one way to stand out is to make sure that your booth and your setup looks different. You know, it looks well thought out. It catches people's attention. So that's what I'm trying to do with this elaborate cabinet display for these ornaments. If I sell 100 of these, then those $5 go, do the math. It's worth it. And that applies to like everything about the booth. I want my tables to stand out. I want my storage boxes to stand out. Everything needs to be unique and over the top. I'm not even ready to talk about what this is gonna be, but you'll see eventually. It's kind of fun. Also, quick update about my eye. It's better. It's looking better, so I feel it's still not 100% back. It's still kind of red and scaly because I've been like, you know, rubbing it and whatnot. But I feel like it's good enough for me to not wear the stupid sunglasses in this video. So there's that. Just don't focus on it too much. I mentioned this being the moment of truth because I did not get a chance to test this out at all. This is the first cut of all the parts that I made, and this is gonna be the final one. I didn't have time. Like, I just got back from Wisconsin. Remember, I was out there helping Brian with his surgery recovery, and after I got back, I only have a few days to get everything ready, to assemble everything, load it on the crate, and send it out via a truck company. So yeah, it's been very hectic. No time to prototype this. So I'm just going with the best I can make. My designs don't require glue to be assembled. I do recommend it if you think that for longevity, like if you want the item to last longer, moving it from one place to another. None of my 3D model kits require gluing to assemble, and I take a lot of pride in that. These little wedges are going to provide a little bit more support and meat to the frame so that you can grab onto it.
You know, who doesn't like a little bit of meat to grab onto, you know?
We came up with like a really good method of snapping pieces together using friction and I don't know what to call it, to not need glue. But sometimes I do recommend it, such as in this case for this display that's going to be traveling across country, and then from one craft show to the other, they take a beating. So I am reinforcing this with a little bit of wood glue. You know, so far everything is lining up perfectly.
I am impressed.
I don't know how I did this. Well, I'm not gonna take credit for all of it because Marcus did help me with some of the more engineering thinking of it all. I am not good at figuring out. To me, this would have taken me 20 prototypes to get to the final. But sometimes working together, sometimes using two brains comes in handy. I am really not the one with the brain capacity to be thinking of all the small little details of how things go together. I am a lot more visual. I have to like see it, I have to touch it, I have to feel it to kind of understand the mechanisms of these things. I'm realizing that I should have put the front face on first before putting the end cap. See, it's because I just don't get it. Feels solid, which really is my biggest weakness as a designer. One of my biggest shortcomings as a designer. Not being able to have that mathematical geometry type of brain. Like, I am not capable of visualizing these structures in my head. I can creatively, artistically see them in my head, but I'm not able to puzzle them together in my head, if that makes sense. Which is, funny enough, which is the complete opposite when it comes to music. Music, I can hear music in my head all day long and know exactly how I want something to sound. But when it comes to like visual, tangible things, I just don't have the capacity. All right, final steps, the end caps. There we have it. It looks so good. I love the red. Wow. Let's try one pegboard.
Tú y yo feliz, como una lombriz. El tiempo vuela estando tú aquí.
You get it? Are you starting to get it?
No encuentro paz.
It's kind of awesome.
Que no puedo más. Now I cannot get you out of my head.
Okay, so the next step for all of this is to give it a good clear coat. What I really don't want is to put this much work into something like this, take it out on the road, and it be completely destroyed by the weather, by the sunlight, by the rain. So what I'm gonna do, just grab a can of clear coat and just lather it, just like bathe it, just like cover it and clear coat. You know, the satisfaction that I feel from like designing something like this, even though it's not a product, it's not something that I'm gonna sell, it's still something. Marcus is here. Let me get a quick reaction. Marcus, what do you think? Quick reaction.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love the red.
Marcus is back from Florida. Can you give me like how was Florida in 2 words?
It's all true.
It's all true. It's all true. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, the satisfaction that I get from building my own display, it's not only is one thing. The second thing is that it looks like nobody else's, you know? Nobody else is gonna have this cabinet. Nobody else is gonna have whatever this is that I'm not ready to tell you yet. And nobody else is gonna have our, anything that we make because it's unique. And if there's any takeaway from this is that if you are a vendor or thinking about doing craft shows like I do, think a little bit outside the box, Don't settle. When it comes to like building your booth, don't settle with just going to Target and grabbing whatever they have at the Chip and Joanne Magnolia furniture stuff. Try to incorporate, my advice would be to try to incorporate your art, your skills into everything about your booth to make you more, unique. Why not? But what do I know? I've been doing it for 10 years. All right, that's it. That's where I'm gonna end this video in the chaos of the office. If you made it this far into the video, hopefully that means that you like it, so please consider giving it a thumbs up. That really helps me. Check out my business at oneman1garage.com or on Etsy at garage.etsy.com to see all my cool little models that I make. Sorry about this short bottle episode, but I'm really busy trying to finish all this crap. I will catch up with you. Maybe I'll show you tomorrow or before we send out all this stuff out to the West Coast. I'll give you an update on how everything is coming along. Other than that, that's it. Okay, thank you for hanging out with me today. I will see you on the next one. Bye.